With the recent passing of Queen Elizabeth, many royal titles have been altered for the first time in decades. And when it comes to the English royal family, titles can mean a whole lot. So how will further changes affect Queen Consort Camilla? Keep watching to find out. Camilla Parker Bowles, Queen Consort of the United Kingdom, has officially been part of the royal family since she married King Charles in April 2005. Back then, she was known as the Duchess of Cornwall, although she was also technically the Princess of Wales at the time. Camilla never used that title as it was deemed too controversial, since it was closely linked with the late Princess Diana. Over the years, further debate developed around Camilla's title once Charles became king. In 2005, the official announcement stated Camilla would be known as Princess Consort. However, by 2018, times had changed, and the Telegraph reported that info about Camilla's future title was removed from the Q&A portion of the royal website. At this point, the public viewed Camilla more favorably after over a decade of royal service and 90 patronages. At the time, Constitutional Affairs Minister Christopher Leslie said, "This is absolutely unequivocal that she automatically becomes queen when he becomes king." In February 2022, the matter was officially decided by Queen Elizabeth. In a royal message reflecting on her service after 70 years as monarch, Elizabeth declared that when Charles succeeded her, "It is my sincerest wish that, when the time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort." This title was confirmed in King Charles III's first speech as monarch when he proclaimed the role Camilla would play during his reign.
She becomes my Queen Consort.
In accordance with those wishes, Camilla has been styled as Queen Consort since Elizabeth's death in September 2022, but reports now indicate that that title is getting a dramatic update. As reported by the Telegraph, Buckingham Palace is gearing up to modify the Queen Consort's official title simply to Queen Camilla. While no timetable is set, the change will reportedly take place after King Charles's coronation, a revision which was foreshadowed on February 23rd, when Camilla's book club was declared an official charity under the name The Queen's Reading Room. The club was previously called the Duchess of Cornwall's Reading Room. Explaining the change, a source told the Daily Mail, "There's a view in the palace that Queen Consort is cumbersome, and it might be simpler for Camilla to be known just as the Queen when the time is right. The reading room was a sign of that. Her Majesty is the Queen after all." Even with the shorter title, Camilla will technically be Queen Consort since her title is by marriage. However, this update is consistent with royal precedent, as ABC News royal contributor Victoria Murphy notes. Historically, the wives of kings have always technically been Queen Consort, which is different from reigning queen, but they've still been known as queen. So the way that Camilla has been styled from the beginning as Queen Consort, there is a difference there. Before Queen Elizabeth II was crowned, her mother was known as Queen Elizabeth. The elder Elizabeth took on the title Queen Mother once her daughter was on the throne. Although the Queen Consort's title hasn't been officially shortened by the palace, some media outlets are already referring to her as Queen Camilla. Rose Wild, archivist for The Times, spoke out in favor of this change in October 2022. Originally, the decision to refer to Camilla as Queen Consort helped avoid confusion. Because of Queen Elizabeth's 70-year reign, anyone who saw a reference to the Queen immediately thought of Elizabeth. But now that some time has passed, Wilde thinks the title Queen Consort is unnecessarily long. She notes that the term consort is a description, not a title. However, not everyone is eager to embrace this update. In a January poll by Express, 16,834 respondents weighed in on the question of Camilla's title change. Of those polled, 59% want to continue referring to Camilla as Queen Consort, while 40% are in favor of Queen alone. In the end, it's really just a technicality. Whether or not Camilla's title is shortened doesn't change her role or status. A source told the Daily Mail, Prince Philip was Prince Consort officially, but he wasn't known as Prince Consort. The Queen would of course still be Queen Consort, so the palace of course wouldn't stop anyone calling Her Majesty that if they so chose.